This week's video is on world ports and shipping, and we're going to go to a variety of places from around the world. We're going to start first in Canada, in Quebec City, and move then to Australia, Sydney, followed by Hong Kong, and a little visit to China. We're going to go to Shanghai. So we're seeing quite a few big ports. We'll also just fly over Argentina, Buenos Aires, which is a huge port there. And then we'll look at some other things that aren't necessarily huge, like Iceland. We just found a small port there to visit. And then as we take a look at the European map, we'll go from Iceland to London, which of course is a big port, but it's inland, so it's on a river. So some of these are a little bit different here in Europe. Barcelona is in Spain, and that's on the coast. But then we're going to take a look at the Rhine-Rhone River Canal, which goes from the Rhine River up near Switzerland and France and Germany, that area, down to the Rhone River, which comes in by Avignon and Provence in that area. A short stop in Monaco, followed by another small stop in Venice, just to see how some ports are different and some cities are in canals, their transportation routes are completely different because of water. And we'll finish up in Slovakia, which is on the Danube River in the town of Bratislava. And that, of course, is a very inland, landlocked country. So transportation is important to them. That river is a vital lifeline. Here in Quebec City, we find a gateway to the North American continent. But look at your transportation costs in winter. If you're on a big wide river that leads to the interior of the North American continent, that's great. But what if that river freezes up all winter long? It makes it impossible to have transportation of goods. What's that going to do to the prices? It's not going to bring down the cost. It means they have to confine all their economic activity of transportation to the summer months and the winters, where they hunker down and they find other things to do. Sydney Harbor is not just one of the most beautiful harbors in the world. It actually is one of the most practical, one of the deepest and with most inlets. It allows for an unbelievable amount of growth because ships can get in and out here easy, despite the fact that you see largely recreational vehicles on this summer day. It actually is a major port for shipping into Australia. Okay, Hong Kong Harbor, Victoria Harbor. That's amazing. It's one of the most beautiful harbors I've ever seen. Clearly, look at all those tall buildings. Boats in the harbor. You should have seen this morning. It was filled with boats. Here it is, Shanghai, the busiest port in the world, at least in recent years. This, of course, is just from the Bund looking toward the new town. The barges coming in. Lots of water traffic. Shanghai, of course, is well known for its factories, its sweatshops, human trafficking, labor, and all those kinds of issues. But it's certainly grown a lot. All this across the way is fairly new. It's all recent additions to Shanghai.
River and boats in the distance, passing over some big buildings.
What is that? Buenos Aires is on a lake?
It's on a big river.
It's on a big river.
The ocean. Okay, here's that port of Grindavik. This country of Iceland was, of course, built on cod. That's the whole purpose. This is a sleepy little village at the time, and now it does a lot more than that. Biggest import, by the way, is cement. Did you know that?
A nice view of the Thames, or as they call it, Thames. No one knows why.
Okay, the Thames in London. It's a pretty busy river, really, considering how far inland it is. Okay, these are all the little ships of Barcelona Harbor, but past the aquarium here. See, that's a well-protected harbor there. Look at those big ships they can fit in there. Once one of the greatest ports in the Mediterranean, of course, back in Roman times. Sur le Pont d'Avignon, looking north on the Rhone River, and I don't see a lot of economic activity, so it makes me wonder why they built that Rhine-Rhone canal to get all those barges through. Because right now all I see is one little busload of tourists. If I look southward, I don't see too much in the way of economic activity there either. So why did they build that canal? Okay, I'm coming to you here from a town called Mulhouse along the French-Swiss-German border in France, in the Alsace region of France. And I want to point out this particular canal right behind me here. Now, the canal's origins are about 100 years ago when the tanneries of Mulhouse needed to get their tan goods to Basel, Switzerland, where the Rhine River is, just about 4 or 5 miles away. So they constructed this canal. Now, it was used for many years and it was very useful. Then, about 50 years ago, in the 1960s, they decided to extend this canal, a waterworks project, to go from the Rhine River in Basel, Switzerland, all the way, a couple hundred miles away, to the Rhone River, which now means that you could actually go from the North Sea up in the top of Europe to the Mediterranean Sea in the south of Europe, all by boat, which is wonderful. Great example of a government project. As you can see, it's a beautiful day and not a lot of traffic on the canal. I've been looking at it all day long and I thought I might have seen one boat, but I think I was Monte Carlo in the Principality of Monaco. Let's take a look. They're preparing for the upcoming Grand Prix of Monaco. Of course, as we see from the yachts in the harbor, there's plenty of people able to afford that. Okay, our first gondola view. Looks pretty rough to me. I don't know. I hear it's expensive. Not sure we're going to want to do that.
Oh, this is the garbage bin. Finish some garbage. It's not like garbage back home, huh?
Okay, here atop the castle, looking out over the Danube plain of the Danube River. And just a smidgen of this here is Slovakia. Here at the Danube River in Slovakia, town of Bratislava, the capital city. What makes capital cities typically on rivers? Transportation. That's what's good about a river. And what does transportation mean? It means trade. It means an improvement in the lives of the citizens. So that's why you naturally accumulate at a river back in the olden days. Now transportation's changed quite a bit now with highways and byways.